Hello, I'm Madani Ariyam. In this video, I'm going to talk about self-assessment and self-assessment returns. It is nearly the time for 2019, so I'm trying to do this and publish this video. A guide to self-assessment return and small business owners, for small business owners. Any person who runs a business needs to pay tax, and for that you need to submit a tax return to your tax office. When you start your business, you need to register as self-employed and need to file your self-assessment tax return each year. It is by law. You have to file your tax return if you are a sole trader or in partnership business and for a business as a limited company. You are going to ask some questions. I'm going to give you some questions and answers for you to understand it more. Do I need to register and pay tax through small self-assessment? Most self-employed who run a business need to file the tax return and pay their tax on time each year. It includes sole traders and for those in business partnership. The directors of a limited company need to pay tax on salary and dividends received through the company. If they are on PAYE of the company and receive salary already taxed, need not file a tax return at the end of the year. You consider yourself as self-employed if you run your business yourself and are responsible for its success or failure. You need to send the tax returns and pay your tax bill through your self-assessment if in the last tax year, you were a self-employed sole trader, a partner in a business partnership. In addition, you need to send us tax return if you have untaxed income during the same year. Renting out a property, tips and commissions, savings, investments and dividends, foreign income. What self-employed tax do I need to pay? Income tax. The tax that you pay through your annual self-assessment return along with the national insurance. How does the self-assessment process work? I'm going to explain about how it works. You need to register for self-assessment and file a tax return. The process is mostly the same, whether you are a freelance, contractor, sole trader, or a business owner. Registering for self-assessment if you are newly self-employed. You have to register with HMRC for self-assessment by 5th of October in your business second tax year. HMRC might fine you if you do not register by this deadline. To register for self-assessment, you need to visit the government.uk registration page and submit your details. Registering for self-assessment should also give you a government gateway user ID, which you can then use to set up your tax account and log online to submit your return. Tax return online deadlines. The deadlines for submitting your tax return online 31st January. The deadline for paper returns is 31st October. Therefore, for the 2018-19 tax year, which ended in April 2019, the deadline for paper tax returns is 31st October 2019, and the timeline for online tax returns is 31st January 2020. After submitting your tax return, you need to pay the tax you owe by 31st January 2020. If you do not pay by that time, they can fine you for missing payments. If you are worried about making pay the tax you owe, contact and ask them to allow you to pay by direct debit monthly. How to do my self-assessment? Before start filling in your return, you will need to have information about your earnings and the expenses incurred in running the business so that you can claim the business expenses in your tax return. To file your tax return, you will need your UTR number, that is unique tax reference number. That is a number when you register with them, they give you. It is a reference number that is assigned to you when you register for self-assessment. You can find that in all the letters to you from the tax office, from your tax office. What are the allowable expenses for small businesses? When you are self-employed, several costs you can claim back your self-assessment tax bill so long as they are allowable expenses, These are the main ones small business can claim. Office costs, administrative costs, printing, stationery, phone bills, those things. Travel costs, the fuel cost, parking, and some train or bus fares if it applies to the business. Clothing expenses such as uniform, if you are buying uniforms, you can claim that. Staff costs such as salaries or subcontractor costs, if you are employing people, you can claim their expenses as well. Things you pay to sell on such as stock or raw materials. If you are a manufacturing company, you might buy raw materials to do the production of the product. Financial losses such as insurance or bank charges. Cost of your business premises such as heating, lighting, and business rates. Advertising, the marketing cost you can claim as well, including the website cost. It's important for you to know that if you are working from home, also you can claim some expenses, but that has to be a portion of the total bill. Heating, electricity, council tax, mortgage interest or rent, internet and telephone use. You can claim all this. A portion of it, not the full amount. When you are working from home, the area you cover you can claim these expenses in your self-assessment return. I hope for the time being these are the tips I can give you. I hope you like these tips in making the payments for self-assessments. If you like it, please share it as well. If you need more information, you can visit my website. I'll give you the website details in my video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Bye for now. I'll talk soon. Thank you.